Hi, this is Lulu, compulsive overeater. We're on to our next promise. We will find serenity. What do we say at every meeting? God, please grant me the serenity. It's like, how many times you got to ask, right? Guess what? You get it. We will find serenity. In the third promise, we are told, we will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. I will understand the word serenity, that word that I say at the beginning and the end of every stinking meeting, right? Over and over. You recite it, you're not even thinking about what you're saying. But I will comprehend the word serenity and I will know peace. I once ate to kill pain or to numb out, but it only increased my agony. In abstinence, we find we can use our past suffering for emotional growth, healing, and peace of mind. While compulsive overeating is a disease of denial, recovery in OA is based on the truth of the Serenity Prayer, which teaches us acceptance of the things we cannot change, courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We can begin to savor the serenity after we accept that we are not going to get everything we want just because we stopped eating. We will instead be content and grateful for the good things that come our way. How different from our eating years when we bitterly complained about every imagined rejection. Serenity is not a passive attitude, but it requires constructive action that creates an ideal climate for spiritual growth. With peace of mind, we readily take inventories of both defects and assets in our characters. Selfishness does not grow in an atmosphere of serenity. We cannot be hateful and grateful at the same time. Serenity has been called a passport to the presence of a higher power. Serenity makes our forgiveness of others and ourselves possible, and it frees us from excessive living and thinking. That's it. Oh, I cannot be hateful and grateful at the same time. Serenity is as simple as the Serenity Prayer. I never, when I get curious, I know I say that a lot. When I get curious, I usually do a little research and development. And I was just like, what's this like Serenity Prayer about? Not the long version. I don't need the long version, just the short version. Something that I say twice at every meeting. God, grant me the serenity. When you're being granted something, it's a gift. It's a gift. To accept the things I cannot change. How do I get that gift? How do I get the gift of serenity? To accept the things I cannot change. Can I change this? Is it about you? I can't change it. Is it about me? Yeah, I can change that. Is it about a lie? I can't change that. Is it about the truth? Yeah, I can change the lie to the truth, right? I can't change the circumstances that has a lie behind it, but I can change the truth, change the lie to the truth. The courage to change the things I can. And what I always say about courage, I know I'm repeating myself, but the best definition of courage that I came across is it's not the absence of fear, but it's to not be crippled by fear. So if I'm courageous, I'm not brave. No, I'm probably still scared shit, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm uncomfortable, I'm doing it anyway. I'm scared, I'm doing it anyway. Because I've discovered what I can change, and now I'm going to take courage to change it. It might be I need to get out of a relationship. I need the courage to change the things I can. I can get out of this relationship. I need courage because it's usually uncomfortable. Anything, accept the things I cannot change. How about the fact that I'm a food addict? How about that? I learned in the doctor's opinion that I ain't changing anytime soon. Okay. So I can accept that. Then the courage to change the things I can. What did I have to have courage to change? My food plan, the way I eat. I needed to change the way I eat. Right. Was that scary? Hell yeah. But I decided not to be crippled with that fear. I decided to find courage to just do it. And the wisdom to know the difference, very important. You got to know the difference between what you can change and what you can't change. I love the things I can't change now because it's not my project. What was that? What was that great quote that I heard? I shared it with you yesterday, Shalece. I'll get it. Um, it was something I came across, and of course, I was asked, "Where'd you hear that?" I was like, "I don't know. I heard it an hour ago, and I forget already." So I can't tell you the source. um, I can treat people like a human being, not like a puzzle that needs to be solved. Isn't that amazing? I don't even know where I heard that. Just treat them like a human, not like they're not my project. Everybody outside of me, even if I love you, even if I gave birth to you, you're not my project. Unless you're a minor, you're my project. If you're under 18, you're my project. Yeah, God's trusted me with you to be your guardian, and here I am, and you got me. Um, but when my kids grow up, and the neighbor across the street, and somebody at a meeting, and a sponsee, my sponsor, the coworkers, and everybody, not my project. They're just not my project. So once I get so clear on that, remember, let's go back. I'm going to refer people right now to see on the blog spot, 12 Step It Up blog spot. If you go to the ones that say in more, they're not a particular step. It says in more. There's one there. Acceptance is the answer to all my troubles, all my problems, or whatever. And it's a great little paragraph or two in the back of the big book that Shalece and I did a recording on, and we talked about accepting everything just as it is, to just be what's going on in God's world. And I know that I just accept, um, my past. That's why I don't have to regret it. I accept my my diagnosis as a food addict. That's why I can do something about it, because I accept it. If I'm still fighting that, I mean, then where am I going to get this courage? And then, what's now? I really don't know the difference. I don't know the difference between what I can change and what I can't change. I can't change the world. I can't change the environment. I know what's in my realm of capability. And I've seen it enough times, as I spent a majority of my life, that life I don't regret, remember? Um, I spent a majority of my life trying to fix and control everybody and everything so that everything was going according to Lulu's rule book of life, according to Lulu, right? It was just like anybody that doesn't see what the difference between right and wrong, according to Lulu, you're just stupid. Just stupid. You just don't get it. Because I get it, right? This is somebody whose life was extremely unmanageable. So I am grateful that today I know this, they talk about a pink cloud when you come in program and you're on a pink cloud. I have to say I don't remember ever leaving it. And I'm really grateful for that. And I think it's It's also a season of my life that things are a lot easier for me. I'm retired, so I don't have kids. If I had kids, I'm sure my serenity would be disrupted from time to time, but I have tools to take care of it. If I had a husband, uh, I would venture to guess that my serenity would be compromised probably on a daily basis, but I don't have one of those either. I got two. I got two from the past, and I don't regret either one of them. And um, I don't. I'm retired, so I don't have coworkers, and I don't have a boss that I can say isn't fair. And the coworkers, they don't work hard enough. I work hard, or I did most of the work. So you have, I don't have like daughter and son-in-laws, and I don't have. I just. So when I tell you that I live in peace and serenity just about every gosh darn day, it's because um, I don't have a lot of opportunity to be brought down, and and when I feel brought down, I can bring myself up. But I think I know that if I was in a season of my life, if I got this program when I was in my 40s instead of in my 60s, I would be in a season of my life where I would be working and kids and husband and everybody. Nobody's doing what I want them to do. No, I'm going to worry about this one. This one's not going to be okay. This one's going, be careful, be careful. Blah, 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 blah. Uh, um, I believe that I would find serenity. See, that this promise doesn't say, it just says that I will comprehend the word serenity. It doesn't say that I'm going to live in total serenity and I will know peace. It doesn't say you're going to be peaceful and serene all the time. I had a step 10 last month that disturbed my serenity. How do I know? Because I comprehend the word serenity. So when I'm feeling the opposite of that, I comprehend that too. And this last week, I had two. Oh, ripped me right up, ripped me right up. You just wrong. You're wrong, wrong, wrong. And but today, I can shut my mouth, pause when agitated, wait for the right next thought and direction. And sometimes that waiting takes a while, and I have to be patient. And I am patient because I trust. And I trust. The same way you can trust, you put down the food, and you can trust that you'll be in a position of neutrality, safe and protected, and you'll have that sense of freedom from food. Just trust me, because it just happens. I've seen it too many times. I've seen it happen too many times. And I've seen people all twisted up with resentment and the opposite of serene. And then I've seen them sort it out and come to a better place. Seen it. I mean, I don't have to see it any more time, but I get to see it so many times because I have the honor and privilege to work with people. And so I most certainly comprehend the word serenity, and I know peace, and I experience it. I was going to say way more than I deserve, but you know something? Nobody's really deserving, and somebody isn't deserving. I'm going to say that I have that. I have a level of that is in sync with the work I do. You get what you put in. Thank you.
That was so beautiful, Lulu. Thank you so much. So comprehending serenity, again, that began for me with putting the food down. And the first thing I experienced was serenity, neutrality around the food. Like it wasn't constantly occupying my thoughts. It wasn't constantly occupying my mouth, my body. And that to me was that was like such a beautiful thing to experience, a serenity around the food. And then again, around the weight. And then again, around the relationships in my life as I began to work steps 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then again, today, when I experience, as Lulu said, when I experience the opposite of serenity, like I did yesterday, I can comprehend that and I can put it on paper and I can do the work and then I can come back to serenity. So it's like, I understand oh, I know what that feeling of serenity looks like. And I'm like, damn. Yes, I just said, damn, I want to feel that again. I know. Shh, cover your ears. I want to feel that again. It's like, dang, I am not feeling serene. Okay. So that just means that I have some work to do. What is that work? Okay. If I'm not feeling serene around the food, let's just say someone, further back in the process, let's say step one, if I'm not feeling serene around the food, I got work to do with the food. I got to put it down. I got to put it on the freaking scale. I got to, I got to do what I need to do to get that serenity. And no one can give that to me. No one but God. Nothing, no circumstance outside of me can give me serenity. The only thing, my sponsor drilled this into my head, the only thing that can bring lasting happiness, and I'm going to say serenity too, is a closer relationship with God. That's the only thing. A new house, a new car, new clothes, a healthy body weight, none of that. None of that can give serenity to me. That's all temporary. That's all just fluff. But that closer relationship with a higher power, now that, and how do I get to that? Again, that's a load of work. It's a lot of work and worth every bit of effort. I just want to reiterate again and again here, that level of serenity, like what Lulu said, it matches the amount of work that I put into it. So if I'm wanting a greater level of serenity, then what do I need to put in that can bring me there? And my sponsor can, if maybe I can't put my finger on what it is, then I reach out to others. I reach out to my sponsor. All right, I can't quite put my finger on what's this, then she can help me see. And if you don't have a sponsor, other people in the program, get yourself a sponsor. If you don't have a sponsor, get yourself a sponsor. What are you doing? Quit wasting time. You want these promises? You get yourself a sponsor. It's up to you. And you do the work. You put your food on the scale. Nobody else can do it for you. This serenity can be yours. It's a promise. Every single person that I know that's working this program is experiencing a level of serenity that they have not previously experienced. It's not just for the elite, like literally anybody. If I can experience this kind of serenity, you can experience it. It's for anyone. The promises are for anyone that puts the work in. And that is what I've got. Lulu, you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to read a couple of sentences out of that last paragraph that I read in this passage. Serenity is not a passive attitude. It requires constructive action that creates an ideal climate for spiritual growth. Like you just said, what is true happiness? It's having a closer relationship with God. It's not the car and the house and all the new dress and all that. All that stuff brings moments of happiness. Oh, sure, that makes me happy. This meeting makes me happy. So this hour has been happy. But true happiness comes from a closer relationship with my higher power. So if I need to create the ideal climate for spiritual growth, then I need to take action to find serenity in my life. How do I get serene? I just need to sort through all the BS. There's just too much BS up here. I need to sort through that, sort it into two piles. The things I can change and the things I can't change, because I've become wise to know the difference. And it's all right in that little prayer. That little itty bitty prayer is like, says it all. It really says it all. Serenity has been called a passport to the presence of a higher power. How can I be sitting here with a head full of nonsense and connect with my higher power in a loving, meaningful, profound way? It's just too conflicting. It's just very conflicting, so yeah, it makes everything possible. It's awesome.
Beautiful. Thanks, Lulu.
Good. That was a good one.